Have you ever wondered why witches don't give you their own personal protection practices? Meaning they might share different ways you can create protection in your life, both spiritual, physical, mental protection, all the different ways in your practice. And a lot of people like me also teach you how to clear your space and set solid containers before you do your workings. And that's super important. But the reason why we don't share our own personal practices, especially if we are working in the astral plane for protection, is because when you know what a witch or a human or a person has put in place for protection, then you actually can figure out how to bypass it. It's true, and I have heard of a few people where this has happened, where they've shared publicly, like, what their own specific protection rituals are, and, they have perceived that that level of protection was then able to be bypassed, and I never really thought about it that way. I have never assumed that someone's going to try to bypass my protection because I know how fucking powerful it is. But I realize I also don't share my own personal protection practices. I give a variety of options. And if you want those options, make sure you use the link in my profile and go to Witch School because I teach it. But I think that it's better to give a listing of different ways you can cast protection. And then you choose and create your own combination, especially when it comes to the astral plane, because different entities that you might put in place around your physical home or around your vehicles or around your family or a specific project or social media. Certain protections that you put in place that you're calling in from another reality, they will work with anyone, but they have specific methods on how to communicate with them. So I say that so you understand that when we talk about protection, because I get asked a lot, what are my own personal rituals and practices? And I say, well, here's what I teach. And I realize that somebody else's experience of sharing their protection rituals solidified why, my specific recipe is not something I share, but I am happy to give you the list of all the different recipes and the ingredients, and you can choose what works for you. And then I'm going to recommend that you actually don't share that unless it's somebody that is in your family and lives in your household. Those are things that you should keep to yourself.